Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on IXION, where we're going to continue where we left off. Let's get the unpause done. And let's hope our food cycle is complete. Well, our food cycle will be successful. We've got 10 food ready to go. We've almost built, we've almost supplied for the VHOLE engine. There we go. So we've got a little bit low alloy now. So we need to be very careful because obviously alloy is what repairs our station, along with various other things. So let's keep an eye on it. There we go, more food deliveries for us. Have we got anything? No, we do not have any resources whatsoever. Okay. So what I am going to do is I'm going to build another insect farm. Because if we don't, as soon as we get any increase in population, we're going to run out of food. And that should keep us going now until we're ready to jump. So, there we go. Incoming transmission. Here we go.
Administrator, because of your continued successful management of the Tiqqun, Dolos have authorized the dispatch of new crew members and food supplies. Please ensure that they have suitable accommodation once you reach Proxima Centauri.
Okay. So the new objective is to depart from the solar system, bring the remaining workers from the Oceanavi on board the Tiqqun. So they've got 100 crew. Let's have a look at our population management. So we've got housing for 180, so we're not going to have enough houses. So we are going to need more housing. We're also going to need that extra food. We're actually going to need a fourth insect farm. So let's go ahead and get that built up. Grab ourselves 2 more buildings. We've got the probe launcher ready. That probe launcher will fit nicely in there. I'm going to head and put the probe launcher there, but I'm going to pause it for now. We don't need to build it just yet, but we will need it. Matter of fact, we're probably going to need to build it now. We'll worry about that in a moment. 80 more staff to come. There we go. Food production will sustain. Okay, let's speed things up a little bit. Okay. Incoming transmission.
Administrator, the different phases of preparation, calibration, and verification were successfully completed. You must now start the VHOLE bonding procedure. Dolos protocols now deem you competent to gather resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri. Before you do so, Vanir Dolos, Marduk Council founder and Dolos CEO, wants to talk to you.
Okay, let's see what he has to say.
Hello, Administrator. I'm glad to see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet to comprehend the reality of our situation. We've endured endless cycles of war, crisis, and famine. Still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like Dolos who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past. As we prepare to leave this system for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through Dolos, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tiqqun is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light, and the many who dwell in the dark, you carry the fate of us all.
And there we have it. Move the Tiqqun into orbit of the moon. Okay. These interactions. Oh, this is our probes, our harvesting and our exploration. We're fine with that. Right. All power for the main grid will be diverted to the EKP system during the half a cycle. Okay. There we go, it's on its way. We need to get our science vessel over there as well. There we go. Supply ship. Should be there shortly. Obviously, whilst we travel, we get very little in the way of power. Technically, we're using batteries, which we don't actually have. Interesting. There we go. Everything switched over, and we're now in orbit of the moon. There we go. Our ship is in. Everything is in. We are ready to go. Ready for activation. Here we go, people. Let's get jumping.
In accordance with Frau Stanford procedures, all ships must return to the Tiqqun before VHOLE jump initiation.
Yep, all of our ships are back with us. Our VHOLE engine is charging. Half a cycle to charge. We've had some hull damage.
VHOLE engine ready.
And here we go.
The Earth, our home, she is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tiqqun station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the VHOLE engine.
Full jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics. Several anomalies detected. Multiple digital security breaches found within full jump routines. Full engine critically damaged. Hull integrity compromised. Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system. We are receiving no communication signals from Earth. Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%. Activating Marduk survival protocols. New mission objective established. Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet. Urgent issues requiring immediate attention. Increase food production output. Restore hull integrity.
Okay.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, let's have a look at what the event is. Administrator, the crew are asking a lot of questions about the state of the Earth. One cheap behavioral algorithm predicted a decrease in productivity of 22% if those questions go unanswered. As administrator of the Tiqqun station, you should find some answers quickly. Commit to sending an expedition to Earth. Okay, right, let's just pause this for a second. So we've got feed the crew, resolve the event, the ghost of Ushabani, and feed 1,000 crew members. We also need to build a probe launcher, and we also need to resolve the event Earth. So we're going to need some resources and some materials here, so let's go ahead and resume that. We've got food prep ready and enough for our production, our population. It's not going to keep us going for too long. We are also going to need a mining ship, so let's get that queued up as well. Okay, so our external hull, we are at max capacity. Hull repair is activated. Exterior construction. Let's get a second set of solar panels because we are at max capacity for our power and we don't want to run out. Okay. We are at the moon. We're on the other side of the moon by the looks of it. So we've got an expedition to Earth and an Ushabani one to do. So So let's do Earth because it's the closest, and let's get on with systems. Okay, so our hull integrity. We've got -20 from the VHOLE jump and -8 from
A
open
science ship
sectors.
has arrived at its destination.
Okay, let's see what's happened here, shall we? Let's investigate the DOLOS headquarters. Okay, everything internally is looking good. Press the wrong button there. Oh, we got another event. Administrator, you may have noticed that the moon has broken apart. The crew are aware of this, and many rumors are spreading throughout the station. You need to have an official statement. Despite our robust safety measures, this failed at the exact moment the junk caused the engine to drag apart the moon with it. It's our fault. Let's do that.
Crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
I'll get away with that. Don't worry. We got a +2 to our trust. So now we've got to keep our hull integrity up and our trust up as an administrator. We've got to keep our power up and keep everybody fed and alive. This should be fun. We've got 20 science available. Let's have a look at what we can do. We can do batteries, steel mill, polymer refining, electronics, alternative life centers, memorials, and cryonic centers. I kind of want to do the steel mill because we're going to be looking at producing steel. So let's go ahead and get that going. There's our mining vessel being built. Right. I think...
A science ship team has completed a task.
Excellent. Right, let's have a look at what's happening on Earth. Science. 45 science and 225 aluminium. The converted oil rig which DOLOS uses its state-of-art headquarters is gone. Only a few metal scraps remain scattered across an expanse of dusty, cracked Earth. There is no signs of survivors. Investigate personal location. We won't get our science just yet, but we will be doing something to help us with that. We don't want to move the Tiqqun just yet. Okay. Our probe launcher is nearly built, and so is our mining vessel. Good timing for both. Food production is at max capacity. Got to be careful of that. Game over. When everything goes wrong and all hope is lost, your journey ends. Do not fret, as you'll have the opportunity to restart your game. You can do so either from your last save or from the beginning of the chapter you are currently on. You can have either mutiny or destruction. Nice. So, only 2 ways to die. That's our hull. Our hull integrity is repairing. Obviously, we have 100 units that are irreparable. But each journey will make it harder and harder for us to continue on to the next journey. Okay. Oh, he's collecting the resources. Good, I forgot about that. Excellent. So he will still collect the resources for us, so we're not in too much of a state. That's good. What's this here? Oh yeah, we need to... Oh, it's named after me. Right now we'll have it just mining the only thing that we're going to be working on actually, which is FE. That'll become more apparent shortly. We are going to have to look at opening a new sector, which requires some resources that we don't have. Structure probe in a probe launcher. I'm going to put auto build on because we will always need probes. Because with probes we get the information we require. Because at the moment we don't know the state of our solar system. Can't see any of it. So that's what we're going to be doing.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Huge crevasse cuts through the ground where your home once stood. There is no trace of civilization. Again, we have some more resources. Scour the globe in search of survivors, which is going to take 3 turns. Okay. What we're going to want to do now is we want to increase the speed at which we do everything externally. so that internally we have everything required. For us to do that, we need to look at having another launch pad. Now, what's going to happen is this sector here, sector 1, will become my production facility. So I'm going to have production here. We need another launch pad, which should fit nicely here. I'm kind of annoyed that I can't. I might actually alter this and adjust it so that I can have the launch pads here, but I think it's going to take up too much space. Let's have a look. Docking bay. Yeah, it's just going to take up 4 housing spaces, and at the moment I only have space for 1. So I need to think about that. There are certain things I can do. You can get 1 in there, but we see we're losing all of that space there. We can get 2 in there. Matter of fact, let's do 1, 2, 3. Actually, is that right? I think we could get a 4th one in there, actually. And I think that's not going to affect it. Yeah, it is. That's annoying. So we're actually going to lose a lot more. So we'll cancel that. That's purging the waste. So what I want to do is I want to move the food production into sector 2. That's the plan. Let's get some temporary population. There we go. I'm gonna have to work on some temporary scales here. I think I've got an idea of what I want to do. Alright, let's remove this one. What's population? 225. 225. So hopefully as that produces to there, we should build these. Excellent. 4 more houses going up there. Now we're looking. That is nearly complete.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, so it's got 149 polymer. After a long search, we've found nothing but rubble. We've seen no signs of life, not even a corpse. The lunaclism seems to have caused a series of events that precipitated the collapse of thermo-industrial civilization. The Earth has become a toxic and arid wasteland scoured by harsh winds. Now more inhospitable than Mars. The only remnant of civilization we found was a fallen stele where the city of Washington once stood. Stuck in a crevasse, has been sheltered from the wind. A prayer imploring divine forgiveness was engraved in gold on its surface.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. Event available. Administrator, to safeguard humanity, we must find survivors and increase the station's population. We do not have time to go through the classic reproductive cycle of your species. Adding new members to the Tiqqun's crew will have a positive impact on morale. Cryogenic stasis, a practice pioneered by DOLOS, was in growing use even before we left the solar system. There's a very high likelihood that cryogenic pods containing survivors await discovery. Okay, we have 500 pods to find. Administrator, mission reports from the expedition to Earth are being discussed among the crew. The thought of having lost all loved ones left behind has destroyed morale for many of them. Symptoms of this trauma have now been collated under the medical designation Dead Earth Sickness. We have a -1 to our stability permanently. Okay. So there we are. Get rid of the cryogenics. So our stability should show me oh, there it is. So we're happy at the moment. So we've got to keep that up, otherwise that causes us problems. So there we're at. We have a Tiqqun station with 2 solar panels now operational. Repairs are being completed as we speak. We are going to send our science ship over to the Ushibani so that it can continue to do that. We have a probe to launch. So let's have a look. So the main thing for us right now is this one here, which is point of interest. This one here, which is object-related point of interest. And this one here, which is iron. So let's see what we have. Quite a lot of everything here. Let's, we don't have any use for the iron just yet, so let's see what we got local. There's something around here. You just keep looking around the tweet. There we go. Point of interest. Let's send the probe there, because that's near the Ushibani. Right, so that's going to be us for this episode. We've got a lot to do. We've not got much time to do it in. And obviously all of these things do affect us. The other thing that we've got to be wary of now as well is whilst we're in Earth orbit, or whilst we're in the Earth's solar system, it's going to be a reminder of what we've lost, which will have an effect on our people. So this is where we need to be quick about things, which boils back down to having a second drop site for our ships. Docking bay, that's the one. That's what we're going to be looking at. What I am also going to be looking at is some batteries so that we can start moving ourselves away from the Earth and Moon. Because at the moment, if we start to travel, we'll lose connection to all of our internal systems. We don't have a battery. As you can see there. So we need to look into that. We need to look into also getting another sector open so we can start moving stuff over to there. So that one sector can be done for food and production, whilst another sector can concentrate on production of resources. So that's our next objective. So that is going to be us for this episode. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to leave any comments, suggestions, ideas, or anything like that. But until next time, everybody, take care for now. I shall see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.